All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Card Talk. I'm Ryan, joined as always by Tyler and Lou. A lot to get to on today's episode, including the fact that Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet.
Maybe.
We'll get Lou and Tyler's opinion on that. We'll talk NFL free agency. We'll do over-under. We've got a loaded but short play of the week. And then we'll talk about trade night here in just a few weeks. But first, we'll start with what's on your mind. Lou, we'll start with you.
Thank you. I'm here in Miami for the World Baseball Classic.
All right,
This is my first time, I would say first or second time ever recording remotely. Forgot my microphone. Got a little when we first got in here. There was a couple other people who have gone on vacation every week, so they always remember to bring their microphones, and I don't. So I forgot. That's on me. Hand up. But I'm here for the World Baseball Classic. I saw Israel versus Puerto Rico last night. It was a mercy rule game, which I didn't know they had in the World Baseball Classic, so that was unfortunate.
Tell me more. What's the mercy rule?
It's 15-run lead after 5 or a 10-run lead after 7, and they had a 10-run lead after the 8th inning, so they called the game.
Interesting.
Pretty crazy. Yeah. So tonight is Israel versus Dominican Republic, which hoping for the best, hoping for a good result for Israel, but could be a little bit of trouble against DR.
Yeah.
Lou, who are the best couple teams down there?
In Miami, the best two teams are probably the DR and Puerto Rico or Venezuela.
U.S. just
Stacked. No, the U.S. is playing in a different location.
Got you.
Yeah. I think. I'm pretty sure. So that's on my mind for baseball. The season's almost here. And then, you want to talk Rodgers now, or do you want to talk about it later?
I mean,
Is it on your mind?
Yeah, is it on your mind?
It's on my mind, but we should save it. I'm going to pass. That's the end of my what's on my mind today.
Ty, what about you?
First, I thought it was a pretty aggressive, Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet opening.
I agree.
Putting that out there.
It'd be a real shame if we jinx that, I guess.
Yep, I'd be scared if I was you too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's many things on my mind. One in that overall economics and how that impacts cards. We're looking at another massive, I think, printing of dollars influx into the system. And so that might bode well for hard assets. Can
I pause you for 1 second?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that? What is the impetus for that $1 trillion of printing? Is it this bank run situation? Because it's not just one bank.
Well, it's
I opened up a can of worms.
Ish.
Open a can of worms?
Yeah. Essentially, there's a huge spread between dollars that are owed to people and dollars that are in the bank, and then they just pretty much backed all of that. So there's something like a couple $1 trillion spread that needs to be covered by the government that is money that doesn't exist.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Guys, since you're the resident finance guy.
And I'm really not, but yep.
No, but for purposes of this conversation, you are.
Okay.
Simple question I heard online yesterday. Why don't the banks just have your money? Where is my money?
It's in pretty much treasury bonds.
$12,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where is my $12?
Is in treasury bonds that the banks own. That the banks
not
own.
In cash.
No.
That
The banks,
like a problem.
It used to be 10%. Now it's pretty much 0%. They used to have to hold 10% of your cash. That's how a bank makes money. You give them $100. They say you can come get your $100 whenever you want, but they're going to take their $100 and buy a $100 sports card that they know is going to be worth $110 at some point. Then they turn around and sell for $110. Then they made $10 on your money.
Seems like a pretty big flaw in the system where they could just take all my money.
Well, that's always what it's been. That's always what it's been. Now,
but at least there was the appearance of saving 10% of it. If you're telling me they're not saving anything of it, that's just them investing my money and I don't get anything on that.
Yes, well, where we've got caught is in the last 2 years that the spread on those very safe. They were doing they were putting the money in what is considered the safest investment possible.
Treasury bonds are like the safest of the safe.
Yes, but then when they raise rates an insane amount, they're no
Inflation
longer
crushed
getting
them.
the return that they would have. And so there's
Huh.
a couple $1 trillion of spread there. And in order for not everyone to go crazy and say, wait, there's no money here, the government said, we're going to guarantee it. Just
Seems like
kicking
if
the
the
can down the road more. But I wasn't trying to get into a lot of finance. I was just trying to say, how does this impact sports
Ty,
cards? And when there's more money, it's got to go somewhere. And we've seen that happen over the last 2 years. And then it was like doom and gloom situation. And then now we're kind of back in this hold on, wait, money printer go burr again. And I'm like, ooh, that might be interesting for sports cards.
But I would also say
Again.
there's been a little bit. Sorry, Ryan. There's been a little bit of a pushback on the money printer go burr thing because that's like blaming people. But I would say the banks who like fucked everybody and took all their money are the problem.
But it seems like you have a real big problem if the government doesn't back that money.
Correct. Which is never mind. But
I mean, I can't imagine it would have been good if the government did not back Silicon Valley. That could not have been good. I'm not the finance expert on the show. That's
it's also
Ty.
not good if they stole everyone's money. But again,
Casemiro got a fucking brutal red on Sunday. Brutal red.
There it is.
Sunday. I'm an NBA guy. I'm back. I'm now
I love
so
watching the NBA.
official. I'm so officially that the NBA season starts after the NBA All-Star game. Saw a little Mavs action last night. They got smoked by the Grizzlies. I mean, Ja Morant, isn't even been. I don't know if he's coming back. What's going on? He's down in Florida. It's yeah.
He went into treatment, right?
He's in treatment to deal with stress and
suspended for at least 50 games. Since when?
That was a rumor, Court. Like that, I think we got.
Yeah, I don't think that's legit.
I think we got the fake account on that because I saw the same exact thing.
That's not real. That's not real.
Yeah, and that was Adam Scharfter. That was the one who.
That's not real. But he's not playing. And the Grizz waxed the Mavericks by 20 last night.
I did see that.
Been out too. And then it switched over to a Warriors-Suns game. Suns, no KD. And the Warriors were ripping. I think Clay had 20 in the first quarter before I went to bed. Steph Curry was making banana plays. The finals are going to be lit. Between, I think it's 5th and 12th place is separated by 2.5 games in the West.
That's right crazy.
Now. And so a lot can happen.
There's some good teams.
There's some great teams.
We talked about it in text. The Kings are the 2 seed right now.
I think they're 3 as of today.
Did they move to 3?
It's right there. They're right there. So the NBA, I'm into. I'm really into that. Devin Booker has been going banana land.
Well, I was actually going to stop you because, if KD is not going to play the rest of this year, for the rest of the regular season at least, the Suns are probably not going to go to the finals, and that's going to reflect pretty poorly on Booker, I would think.
I was thinking about that last night. I know, but he is coming off of 4 straight games, over 35 points going into last night. Pretty damn efficient. And they all say, look, you just put KD on the floor. He's a walking 25 points, and he makes everyone better around him. Do you need the time? Probably. D-Book came out and said, well, actually, it's better that no one gets to scout us. So that what I was like, I don't know about that.
That sounds like a little bit of a.
But the NBA is hot. The NBA is firing, and we are officially, as of last week, into golf season. Scotty Scheffler cleaned up at the Players. Him and Rahm, clear-cut best 2 golfers on the planet. Masters is under a month. Coming around, springtime, birds chirping. I was down in Florida for the weekend, played a little bit of golf, and Penn State went on an amazing run in the Big Ten basketball tournament and almost took down Purdue with a little late comeback. And officially, Selection Sunday was on this past Sunday, but it makes me sad because that used to be a major holiday to me. I used to fill out 2 brackets right after the selection show, dialed in now. I'm I might limp to my bracket on Wednesday. But Penn State plays Thursday night at 10 o'clock against Texas A&M. And
they're finished.
I'm taking Purdue to win the whole thing because that dude, Zach Edey, is 7'4", and
cheat code
is a cheat code. If you watch, he's it's cheat code.
Yeah,
he does the thing where he can stand under the basket and just tip the ball to himself, boop, 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 layup. You got to foul him 10 times a game. To have
and he makes free. I think he's decent at free throws. Someone will check me on that, but
that's what's on my mind. Sorry.
That was great.
It's a little long.
So what's on my mind? I would just continue with the conversation Tyler had. The NCAA tournament, unfortunately, Ohio State started 10-3, then went 1-14 in conference play. Finished the season relatively strong. I mean, they're the farthest team that ever started on Wednesday. Like they went the farthest any team that's played on Wednesdays ever gone. Beat Michigan State, beat Iowa, and then like Tyler said, you run into Purdue, and they're just a mismatch. 4 games, 4 days. The break fell off, but would love to play Penn State in the Big Ten title. That would have been awesome. Fortunately, it didn't work. But as little college basketball as I have watched this year, this weekend, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best weekend in all of sports. 4 straight days of nonstop college basketball. I mean, it's on like. It's where you get multiple TVs for. You got them all up. You got a computer here. You got TV there, phone here. Like you got all the games on. You're checking your bracket. First game, it's already busted. You're not going undefeated. Like just this weekend is especially special. We have trade night this weekend. On top of that, on top of St. Patrick's Day. So
nice.
St.
Patty.
Yeah, a little St. Patty. Little NCAA tournament. Prizm football comes out tomorrow. So Prizm will come out by the time this episode is live. So you got, we're hoping for like a success off of a lot of those things with, food truck, prizes, giveaways, NCAA tournament, St. Patrick's Day, Prizm football, like it's kind of that sweet spot there. So hoping for a fun weekend. And then also F1. F1 is back. We'll show this a little sneak peek. Picked one of these up. I've talked about this before. I think we talked about it on Card Talk. But when I saw that they announced this card, I had to have one and was fortunate enough to find one early on. You got a Lewis George dual auto from Topps Dynasty, numbered out of 10. Someone reached out to me that was in a break, 0 number break, and actually had multiple cards, 7 of 10. So I was able to pick up that. But excited to. I'm hoping we talked about this like last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm hoping the excitement for the F1 season, as much as I enjoy watching it, I'm really hoping it's not a Red Bull every single weekend, taking 1 and 2. While I think that might be the case, I'm hoping for something different. So catching up a little bit on season 4, season 3, 5, Drive to Survive, catching up on that now. Watch the Checo episode. We're about to start the Yuki episode now. But yeah, it's been fun. So F1, NCAA tournament, big weekend ahead. So that's what's on my mind.
Good luck with trade night. That'll be sweet.
Yeah,
you doing any St. Patty vibe? You did a green trade night shirt?
They're supposed to be coming. They won't be shirts. They'll be, I think we had 25 hoodies made. Half are for the team. Half of them we'll likely use for giveaways.
Oh, the green CC2. Oh, I need that.
Yeah, I got you. I can make that happen.
My favorite hoodie.
My guy. Who's a man of the people? Speaking of man of the people, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Lou's like, yeah,
quarterback.
Definitely a man of the people. Lou, I followed your Twitter and IG especially close this weekend, probably more than anybody that covers the NFL, because I figure if anybody's going to find out about the Aaron Rodgers news and him being linked to the Jets, I mean, I trust you and your sources way more than most. So I've been, locked into Lou's social this week. But what's going through your guys' head? Like, it seems like it's close. It seems like, Packers to Jets, it's happening all over again. Like, where's your head at this point?
So just real quick, yesterday I had 12 hours of screen time on my phone. 12 hours. And 6 of those hours were on Twitter. And I can guarantee you that 5 hours and 58 minutes of that was just refreshing a search for the name Aaron Rodgers. I am so nervous, but I feel really good this morning. It is Tuesday morning, 10:20 a.m. Eastern time. Alan Lazard has supposedly signed with the Jets, and Pat McAfee show starts in about 2 hours. I anticipate seeing my quarterback there, and he will announce that he will play for my team, and maybe we'll sign another wide receiver. Maybe his name's Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know. Maybe there's a trade to be had for Rodgers that involves a certain player that I thought was going to be my PC, so I don't know what I'm going to do with those cards now. But
Elijah Moore going back to the Packers.
We'll deal with that at a later date. So
definitely seems like he could be in the mix there.
Supposed to look like?
It's going to be like it's either going to be a second this year and a conditional pick, like a third rounder, depending on how he plays this year and if he plays next year, or it'll be like a 2 this year and Elijah Moore. It's a lot less than people thought. It's because we're eating the contract.
Yep. What about what's the intention with Zach Wilson?
Learn.
I mean, it's his mentor, his idol.
That's his hero in life.
Hero. He was made to be molded under him.
Like, imagine if you got to learn under Tyler Schmidt for an entire season. Think about how great you would be.
Get out of here.
So as we sit here right now, Aaron Rodgers is that what you guys think? Is that where we're leaning? Is Aaron Rodgers going to be the starting quarterback for the Jets?
I'm 50-50.
I'm like 99-1, but I need some. I just think he's such a weird guy that anything can happen. But I think it's gonna. If we sign Lazard wouldn't sign with us. I don't think.
Yeah, I do think he's doing a little bit of his LeBron James because he's earned that and deserves that, and is like, okay, you got me contingent on these things happen. If those things happen, I'll then say I'm there, and if they don't, I'm gonna then figure it out. He's got all the leverage.
He does and he doesn't. Like, I think he has to retire.
That is, yeah. He has to retire.
So that's not leverage.
Well, if he doesn't give a
Well, he clearly does give a If he didn't give a he would have retired 2 years ago.
Whoa,
he won $60 million. Come on down.
How much has he made in the last 2 years?
I don't give a He won $60 million this year. He needs to come to the Jets.
Well, I get it.
And this is a positive conversation. I couldn't be happier. This is my hero in life.
Yeah, I'm just saying he has all the leverage. Either the Jets do X, Y, and Z to put him in the position to hopefully win a Super Bowl as a New York Jet and ride off into the sunset and have an endless career as the New York Jets Super Bowl winning quarterback, or they don't do those things and he retires.
Yes.
It's kind of like a win-win.
I agree 100%.
For him. So I think that's what's happening. He's giving them I'm in if you give me X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and I also think he's purposely cutting out Rappaport and Schefter, which is just funny to me.
Which is
he's going to break his own news on McAfee. Make his
100%.
As he should.
As he should. My quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Patriots, man, for just getting super, super, super involved here. Like, just lots of moves,
Just lost Jacoby Myers, too. He went to the Raiders.
Did he? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, tough break. It's going to suck when you guys finish last in the division. That's going to be really unfortunate for you. I'm going to laugh the whole time, but it's going to be unfortunate for you.
Big weekend for Penn State wrestling. Another natty chip on the horizon. Lacrosse team's a top 5 team.
Lacrosse team.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on real quick.
Wait, Ryan, what do you think of? Do you think? First, show some respect to the Penn State lacrosse team. Number one. Number two, you're right. Yeah. Number two, Ryan, do you think the Jets can win the AFC East?
You're saying with Aaron Rodgers?
Let's say will win the AFC
with Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazard.
Yeah, and maybe OBJ and some other guys too, maybe.
I'm going to go on the hypothetical. They get Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazard. Nobody else. Like OBJ, no. Like, so you got Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall coming back.
Garrett Wilson, the rookie of the year.
Yeah, the Ohio State University. Trust me, I know all
about
Ohio
State University rookie of the year.
Yeah, that would be it's either 1A or 1B with them in Buffalo for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're definitely
thoughts about Buffalo being frauds and their quarterback being a fraud and they can't play in the cold. And I think Aaron Rodgers can play in the cold.
Yeah, I think your point. Tyler and I were very pro Josh Allen a year ago. Like, I think Josh Allen is one of the best 3 quarterbacks in the league. Talent wise, I think it's him, Burrow, and Mahomes. Talent wise, those would be my top 3. So I think he's good. The Bills have a lot of talent. They lost a couple guys on defense. I heard that they were losing some guys.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of Bengals lost Bates and Von Bell yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the draft will say a lot, but I mean, they're going to be 1A, 1B. With the Dolphins QB situation unknown and the Patriots got Mac Jones and some, dudes you'd never heard of before. I mean, Jets or Bills at this point in time, assuming those things happen without knowing more, they'd be up there.
Okay. Thank you.
So real quick, before we move on, I just thought about this. We do have a bracket challenge going on for Card Talk. Jay is going to drop the link on Twitter and in the Facebook group. It is free to join. Just check the link on Twitter, follow us on there, check the Facebook group, follow Card Talk Pod on there as well. But winner will get a box of Prizm Draft Picks basketball. This has me thinking, though, we should make predictions. This show is built on predictions. We're a prediction show. That's what we do is predictions. Lou's very much like a who's going to finish third in the NFC South kind of guy.
Yeah, that's me.
I know my friend Lou Janu. So I feel like we got to do predictions on maybe Final Four, who's getting even national championship, who's going to win it all. I feel like we got to do some sort of predictions on here. I haven't filled out a bracket. Doesn't sound like Tyler has based off his what's on your mind, but I still feel like we can wing it. Jay says he's like the resident Card Talk NCAA expert.
Yeah, let me go at that logic real quick. Jay picked North Carolina to make the Final Four last year.
You
or to
called
win
it not
the
a
whole
fluke.
thing. The whole thing. That team then turned around and became the first team ever to be preseason number one and not make the tournament. Hence their run being a fluke.
Would you call it a Jay curse?
Interesting. No, I think I respect the almost victory last year. And we go from there.
Are we doing Final Fours?
Yeah,
I
let's
can
do
a
it.
Final Four.
Let's do it.
We're doing that right now.
Yeah.
I'll go first, so you guys have time to look. I'll go Final Four. Bama.
So Bama out of the South.
I will go Marquette.
Wow, my guy. Going Marquette.
Great team. I will go Texas A&M in the Midwest.
Wow.
Wait, will I? No. Texas. Texas A&M is really good too. And then,
A&M's about to lose on Thursday night, bro.
No, they're definitely not. They're definitely not.
They're definitely not.
And then the St. Mary's team is good in the West. UConn is my other. I like UConn a lot as a 4 seed.
Lou, I like your picks, man. This guy knows his stuff.
I'm gonna a lot of college basketball this year.
I'm gonna go Alabama. I'm gonna go Purdue. I think it's chalk out of the South and the East. Midwest, this is where it gets a little interesting. I like the Texas pick a lot, especially with what they went through the start of the year with like the Chris Beard stuff, overcoming a little adversity. Xavier at the 3 seed. Houston.
People like this Miami team too.
Houston should have been beaten twice by Memphis. I did watch those games. I'm going to go Texas in the Midwest. And then Kansas, Bill Self coming back. That could be interesting. Oh, man, UCLA.
Is he coming back? Is that confirmed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rejoining the team. I like UNC Asheville over UCLA. I think that could be an interesting 15-2 upset. So we'll see there. I don't know. It's hard to bet against Gonzaga. They've been there so many times. I think Final Four 2 times in the last 3 or 4 years. So give me Gonzaga.
People really like Grand Canyon. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Grand Canyon, really, that would be tough.
People really like them.
That would be perfect for Ryan's Final Four pick to lose on opening weekend.
Yeah.
That would be a real shame. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb on that one, and I'm gonna say Gonzaga. So I would say Texas, Gonzaga, Purdue, and Alabama.
I have a Gonzaga Final Four ticket I've been holding, so that'd be nice.
That works. Well, I got Bama, Houston, Purdue, and UCLA.
Wow, almost chalk.
Good teams.
I like it. Yep, it's gonna be interesting. Who's winning it all? We don't have to do the matchup. Just who you picking to win it all?
That big dude is a real deal, Holyfield.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I like Alabama to win the whole thing.
Yeah. Zach
a lot of adversity.
Yeah.
A lot of questionable situations going on over there, but they're a really good team. And Brandon Miller's a really good player.
Yeah, really, really good. They are really, really good. Man, this is so tough. I'm gonna go Purdue. I just like. I think their route will be a little easier. I'm gonna go Purdue. We'll see, but I think Purdue. Got to give Jay some credit here since he did a lot of it last year. potentially on a fluke. But Arizona, Marquette, Texas in the Final Four with Kansas. Jay said Arizona's winning it all.
I don't hate that. I don't hate Arizona as a winner.
All right. Well, we'll get to play or over under this week. Jay said he I think this was before you guys came in. Jay said he did a little NFL free agency over under here.
I like that.
It's some cards that sold last night of guys that are on new teams.
Oh, this is cool. Nice. I like this
free
a lot.
Agency edition.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one because I feel like it's overreaction season right now for all the new the fans of the players on their new teams. So kicking this off, we have the new starting quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo. This is not a rookie, but last night this card sold on 50 bids. So there was a lot of interest in this card. It is a 2016 Select Gold Prizm patch auto. It's a beautiful card, and it's a PSA 10. So
this is gold. Is that a 50 or 10?
It's out of 10, third year.
Third year. And this is the over-under because people were commenting that we didn't point out the over-under for the audio listeners is $400. Did this card sell for more or less?
Over.
Under.
Are you just saying that because we both said over?
Yep, he's being strategic.
Yeah, I can see it in his face. That's okay.
The strategy pays off. That card sold for $311.
Third year. I knew it the whole time.
All right, card number 2. We have the new quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, Derek Carr. This is a 2014 rookie Topps Chrome whiff ball refractor PSA 9, and it sold on 34 bids last night, and the over-under on this one is $100.
Under.
I'll go under as well. PSA 9. Gotta be.
I'm gonna go over by a hair.
It's well under. I think
50,
we should have Brian go. We should 50, have Brian go last.
$55-$60.
Great call. It's over $55.
He's like an encyclopedia. It's actually ridiculous. He should go last.
He should go last because otherwise, I would think you guys.
He's fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait, next. Do we have any? Wait, let's go. Can we talk about Derek Carr a little bit? We didn't get to talk about him much.
Sure.
I don't think it does. I don't think it. I don't know. I don't like that division's the weakest in football. I think it's the most wide open division in football. Got Olave, got some talent there, but I'm just not.
Alvin Kamara.
I'm not picking them to come out of the NFC though. I think there's teams that are far more talented. I think Derek Carr's a mid quarterback. I think he's in the 12 to 16 range. He doesn't.
Yep.
He's not bad, but I feel I don't know. It doesn't. I don't love it.
Yeah, he's just meh. That was the big thing with everyone on the Jets fans talking about Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers. It's I can't think of a more meh, middle of the road kind of guy.
I mean, I literally think he's Jimmy. I think him and Jimmy G are identical. They both can win games. They can both lose games. They're not
He'll throw for more yards than Jimmy will, but that's it.
Yeah, I think I'd be more excited about Carr if they still had Sean Payton in place. Obviously, right? I mean, what the Saints? What are they at this point?
Yeah, they're a weird team. I don't really understand what they're doing. All right, sorry for stopping us there.
All right, next we got our guy, Aaron Rodgers. This
is me probably.
2005 Topps, just the standard base Topps PSA 9, and the over/under. It sold on 36 bids, so there was some interest in it. The over/under is $100.
I'll go just a hair over.
I will go under.
$104. You said under?
No, I think this is over. I think 10s do the 350 on this. So I'm gonna guess this is 140, 160 range. I'm gonna go over.
It is under.
Oh wow.
Sold for $95 last night.
Wow, I would have guessed way over.
I feel like it's a good buy.
$100.
Yeah, the guy's gonna win a Super Bowl this year. So
Wow. Yeah, I mean, come on.
good job, Ty.
He said guy's gonna win a Super Bowl this year.
That'd be glorious.
You're not ready for me in a playoff hunt. You're just not.
I'm not. You're right.
All right, we're gonna have a little fun now in the next three. Jordan Love. What we have here is a Contenders Optic Silver Auto BGS 9. It sold last night on 42 bids, and the over-under on this card is $600.
I'm gonna go over, but I don't love this guy.
Ty?
I'm gonna go under.
This is a disaster. The fact that this card is anywhere near $600 is
It's
like
unbelievable, man.
unbelievable.
I saw him throw a pass live.
I'm gonna go with Ty on this. I think I'm gonna go under. I just think this is
I think
closer
I
to like
lost.
$475, $500.
This is a shocking one.
Wow.
It's
Let's
way
work
over.
with.
It's
Way over?
Yeah. 762 it sold last night.
Are you serious? $762 for a BGS 9 auto of a dude. Why?
42 bids. 762.
That's insane.
Finally
Crazy.
getting a shot. I can understand it, but I just don't love. I do love his auto though. He has one of the best autos in all the sports. Jay Hart, fire.
Jordan,
Right,
Jordan Dove?
that is Jordan Dove.
Right. I know you like more interesting pieces, auto stuff like that, but would you rather own two of those Aaron Rodgers cards that we saw on the last slide, PSA 10s? Figure it'd be about the same $700 bucks, or would you rather own one of these?
Yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer question. I'm taking the
Is it?
yes, absolutely. Aaron Rodgers PSA 10 tops rookie. Yeah, I couldn't be more sure that's what I would take.
Interesting.
Jordan Love could start 0-6. Again, we're gonna go down this Kirk Cousins path. Like he could be amazing. Like this card could go for $3-4 grand. But like Aaron Rodgers has a Super Bowl. He's one of the top 3 Packers QBs all time. Like there's like something about that. Like that is a guaranteed sure thing. Like I'd rather have the sure thing. Like again, if you're telling me which one am I holding for 6 months, 6 years, 50 years, like I think that those could change it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, to me, I'll go with the sure thing. I'll take the Rodgers.
Yeah, I don't want to be negative about myself, but I think like there's a decent opportunity it goes poorly in New York.
Yeah, but he's already done something. There's a great possibility Jordan Love does nothing in Green Bay.
Here's a question. For the next 12 months, would you rather have 2 Aaron Rodgers PSA 10 tops or this Jordan Love BGS 9?
2 Aaron Rodgers PSA 10 tops.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers signs in New York. New York's one of the biggest markets there is. Like, there's going to be demand for Aaron Rodgers stuff. Like, you're like, yeah, this should have been, you joked about it earlier. Like, yeah, that Aaron Rodgers should have been me.
Yeah.
For the 2 of the best-selling rookie cards in the entire 22 class are both Rookie of the Years, and they both play in New York.
I'm not confused. Keep complimenting my football team. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm just saying.
Okay. This is an interesting one. He was just traded to the Bears. This is a DJ Moore 2018 National Treasures patch auto. I mean, just a beautiful car. Stars and Stripes, PSA 10.
This is the first off the line RPA. This is the 1 per box 2018 first off the line. You got one of these per box.
Patch is unreal. I guess he's slated to be the number 1 receiver now in Chicago with Justin Fields. But this was binned last night or a couple nights ago. And the over under is $1,500. What do you guys
I'm an under on this. If this goes for more than $1,500, there's a problem. I'm an under. I think Ryan knows the answer.
I have no idea.
I'm going over.
Right.
I mean, the logic makes sense, Lou, that this is an under. Like, it should be a $1,200 card. But, man, like, We just saw a Jordan Love BGS 9 auto sell for $762. Like,
And people love DJ Moore. I might be taking it back now, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay with it.
I'm gonna go over like 1750, $1,800.
Sold for $15.99. It is over. All right.
I don't see it, but
Kid's kind of hot.
Tyler is so good at this game. It's
I'm
maybe I'm just really bad.
Next up, we have my guy, Mike White,
Man.
just signed a $6 million a year contract to be the backup in Miami. Could very well eventually
Back up for now.
Yeah.
he could be the starter. I mean, one more hit to Tua, one concussion could be Mike White's team throwing to Tyreek Hill. I kind of like Mike White at this point. But anyway, this is an immaculate RPA to 25, him in the Cowboys uniform, and the over-under, it was binned. The over-under is $150.
Tyler, go first.
Over. I think
I
it's
was
like
hoping you would say under.
164.
I think it's an over also. I also want to say I think the Dolphins are on Tom Brady watch.
You guys both picked over. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's under. I remember we talked about it with the optic hollow auto with Jay when we did that. It's about $40, and out of 25 doesn't sell as well as the out of 99 typically. I'm gonna guess this is like a 99 or $120.
Tyler was on his game with the breakdown of this one. It sold for $159. It's slightly over.
$160 on freaking Mike White. Are you kidding me?
Bro, it's a nice patch. Someone's
It is a
what?
decent
People are
patch.
gambling that Tua is gonna be dead.
I get
after
behind
the
that.
first
Yeah.
preseason game.
And I
Like,
think the bin is a factor.
the
When you
bin's
see
a
bin,
factor.
like, people
It's a
just
nice
like hit
patch.
numbers.
The auto's clean. The card looks clean, and it just happened.
Yeah.
Guy gets signed. They clearly see something in him. They wanted to take him from the Jets because they were worried about him potentially being a Jets quarterback. Clearly,
And a Miami native.
Yeah,
Florida
it's
native.
all
I'm
makes
surprised.
sense. And
you
the
guys-
150 was a little bit of a tell. I
Could
went
you
off the
guys
150.
just see Aaron Rodgers coming here flaming out and then, Mike White leading the Dolphins to the Super Bowl? It would be such pain. That would be the worst.
No, I think the
No,
Dolphins just go
not
back to
gonna
being the
happen.
Dolphins. But I used the 150 because I don't know if Jay would have put or best offer on there. But if I'm listing this card for sale, I'm listing it for 160 and accepting 150 best offer.
Me too.
So when I saw 150, I'm like, I don't think anyone lists this for 150.
Got it.
It's a good job,
That was
Ty.
my
That's
logic.
just a good breakdown.
Okay. This is going
Just
to be a fun
inside
one.
of Jay's brain.
This next one is definitely inside of Jay's brain. We got our guy, Sam Darnold, recently signed with the San Francisco 49ers, home of reclamation quarterbacks. Mr. Shanahan, if anybody can turn Sam Darnold around, that team can. This is his one of one NT Nike swoosh RPA.
Real quick.
cards.
Court, where are we stand?
Yeah, what's the score?
Oh, that's a good
I
question.
think I'm 3-3 and Tyler's 3-3. I don't know lose record.
I have no chance, so I'm just playing for fun. This is all about pride right here.
Lou's just focused on the World Baseball Classic.
No, that's not true. I'm just really bad at this game, but I love it so much.
All right.
All right. We'll
This is
go.
a bin. This is a bin. This is my boy. Is that a is it 101?
It is a one-on-one.
I'm gonna say that this
This is like
Why are you mad, bro? What's up?
Sneaky tough.
I mean, just like it's crazy.
If Sam Darnold walked into New England's facility right now, he'd be the starter.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the under on this because I think it has an 11 handle on it.
I'm going to take the over out of respect. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna go under. I mean, Jay
He
hyped
just
it up.
can't lose the game if he. It's a hedge against an L.
Over. It. Over. Over.
I just handed Ryan the W.
I'd rather lose than tie.
Oh, the beats are coming in this week, Jay.
I just handed him the W for sure.
Jay hyped it up a lot before. He's like, it's a Sam Darnold 101 patch auto. It's just
But he
like
loves a reverse.
It seemed like a sell, so that's why I was like under, but I don't know, lose.
I am so in your heads. You guys overthink all my tells, but it sold for significantly more than $1,200. This is a $1,500 card.
I thought it
listed. It was listed for $1,999. They accepted an offer of $1,500 on actually this morning, March 14th.
Yeah, the Nike 101 on card.
Yeah, the card itself makes it worth that much.
Is Darnold going to start?
Potentially.
I hope so. They got a lot of quarterbacks, though.
They got a lot of quarterbacks. Purdy coming off surgery.
Purdy.
You don't know what Trey Lance is. I mean, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. Somebody's market is going to be down bad.
Yeah. Trey Lance is the odd man out, I think. He stinks.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Joey, got any more?
That's it.
All right. Fun game.
All right, so we'll skip play of the week, but again, if you're looking to submit plays, we'll have it back next week, right before the next thing we want to talk about, which is trade night at Bleecker in New York. What are we, 2 weeks away at this point? 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away from trade night by the time this goes live.
It's going to be a fun night.
Ty, what time we starting down in Bleecker? 7?
That's a good question. Jay, do you have official data?
What time will Lou and I be there, and what time will you be there?
I'll be there at like 5:30.
Yeah, I'll probably be there last, if I'm being honest.
I'm just going to get us in the mix, get down there early, see it before anyone arrives, maybe hang out in the back.
Job, don't let Ryan talk
I'm a 5:30 guy. Maybe
it's not me. Pizza. We've seen it.
Seen what?
Are we going to hang out? Are we going to get pizza? Like, what are we doing?
I'll be in New York.
Let's be real. Ryan's going to be booked every minute.
How? I come to New York to see you guys, and you guys are like, yeah, I got meetings. Yeah, I got to go home. Like,
that's not true. You came with your wife and her friends last time, and you were busy.
No, I not. What? It was Brian and I. It was just Brian and I. They didn't come to New York.
The last time you were in New York, you weren't with Reg?
I've never been to New York with my wife.
No, yeah, remember because the whole thing was she didn't come.
Yeah, with pizza, we had saw the garden. Brian and I got to walk around New York, but you guys were like, yeah, I got busy, I got dinner.
Let's
busy.
Commit right now. We're going to John's Bleecker.
I'm down for that.
Is that pizza?
Ryan looked upset about that, but John was
that's
like,
pizza.
No, I'm in for sure. Like, you don't got to tell me twice. I love New York style pizza, man.
That's
New York
pizza.
New York pizza? Yeah, like I'm in.
Pizza.
Best pizza there is.
All right. So, again, if you are considering that, just a few weeks away, March 28th at Bleecker, probably 7 to 10. So, we have episode 137 that week as well. We will be recording that, expecting a big episode there. So we'll share more about that as we get closer. But that is coming up. So hopefully we can see a lot of you there. And then last but not least, as we close out this episode, we've got the latest launch, the newest product this week. There's really only one on my mind. It is Prizm Football. It is probably 1A, 1B in product of the year for football. Does have Brock Purdy in it. He hasn't been in every class, but it does have Brock Purdy, and it's Prizm. So unfortunately, it's coming out after the season. But Lou, what were we saying?
Who do you think the hottest people are in it?
Some of the hottest guys in the market at the moment. I mean, it's got to be Purdy. Purdy's definitely selling pretty well. Pickett does pretty well. And then you get into the guys like Sauce Gardner sells really well, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens, Kenneth Walker, Ritter.
So you think it's
Ritter doesn't sell? Ritter doesn't sell too bad. He's the projected starter in Atlanta right now.
Banner Sports guy.
Yep, shout out. So it's like Pickett, Purdy,
Pickett,
Garrett Wilson. You think Purdy then Pickett?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be interested to see that. And then Garrett,
Ritter, I would probably rank third. I don't follow this data like on a daily basis. It's not something I follow. We bought a couple Desmond Ritters yesterday in shop, so I've seen a little bit about like, hey, what this sells for. Like it was one of the first cards I put on there with like that Desmond Ritter XR sock patch auto did like $1,000. He sells pretty well. Garrett sells good. Sauce is like really high. He's one of the better selling defensive guys in a minute.
He's so popular. I like forget how popular he is.
Micah Parsons, who also is a really good selling defensive player in recent memory. But yeah, to me at the moment, Ritter's up there, Pickett's up there, Purdy's up there. And then I think you get in the next group of guys, which has Sauce, Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, and Garrett Wilson. So I would say those are the top. I feel like I'm forgetting. Malik Willis does not sell super well. Seems like his stuff is down. I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna not make the mistake of buying a bunch of stuff right on release again.
Did you do that last year?
I over purchased on release.
I respect that.
Bless you.
Had to sneeze and then didn't.
Nice.
I was trying to hold it, so I didn't do it in the camera. One more thing. Another guy that actually sells really well that I was definitely missing, Christian Watson.
Not anymore.
Packers wide receiver. He does sell pretty well. Bailey Zappi sells okay.
No, he doesn't.
Sells better than you would think he sells.
Now?
Yeah, absolutely. Look it up.
How?
You know who else sells well? Really well? Is Sam Howell.
What?
I don't know if I could tell you who that is.
Quarterback from North Carolina, plays for the.
You're talking about?
Yeah, plays for the Commanders.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd be buying a Bailey Zappi card right now.
Because you made mad money on the Patriots over the last 10 years, and you're delusional in that he's going to do something, and then you buy his card, and it sits on your shelf for like 7 years.
Yeah, he's the backup. They're trying. They got rid of Hoyer, and they're gonna sign a third string veteran. Yeah, he's the backup. He played for Mac Jones this year, and he didn't look bad. Bailey Zappi stuff was insane.
Yikes.
Delusional Patriot fans thinking that they have the next Tom Brady on their hands.
Could not be me worrying about Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones. Yikes.
I just don't think it's like that crazy. We're talking about a Jordan Love BGS 9 sells for $765.
I don't disagree with you.
I'm not saying it makes sense, but like people love buying the next guy. That's why Desmond Ritter sells. That's why Sam Howell sells. Bailey's happy. Like Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy. Like
what a tough life, huh? Right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's buying the next big thing and hoping you're right. Like this is nothing new.
Listen, when you're searching for a franchise quarterback, it can get pretty weird.
Yeah, just wait until next year. Anthony Richardson, Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis, those guys aren't all going to be Pro Bowlers. They're not all going to go to the playoffs. They're not all going to win Super Bowls. Like you're going to buy a guy and it's not going to work out.
This Anthony Richardson rise is just mind-boggling to me.
Dude, I do not want Stroud to go to the Panthers. I do not.
The Anthony Richardson rise is the classic Mitch Trubisky, Zach Wilson.
Yep.
I hope everybody is paying attention to that.
And that's what they're talking about is like the Bears could end up with a top 5 pick next year if the Panthers do not figure it out. They have that.
And they have no talent on their team. Like I don't know what they're going to do.
That's why I don't want Stroud to go there. Who's he giving the ball to? Donta Foreman?
Yikes.
And they gave up that first round pick to the.
Is he on the Panthers?
Yeah, they were going to that was one of the things that they were going to like re-sign him. Jay said he's a free agent, but I thought he was going to re-sign there. We'll see. But either way, like, Terrace Marshall? Brian Burns on defense, stud. Like, they have some guys on defense. They have, was it Jeremy Cash? No. There's a good defensive player on their team. Jeremy Chin.
Yeah, I don't know anyone on the Panthers.
Brian Burns, stud. Like, they have some guys on defense, but, like, I don't know. Terrace Marshall, Chubba Hubbard, friend of the pod, Jay said, like, get him on Card Talk Live. But I don't know many other people on that team. That team's yikes. They could be picking 33rd next year, like first pick in the second round, and give up the number 1, 2, or 3 pick to the Bears. Whew. Tough. But that's all we got.
All right, everybody. Peace and love.
Cool.
See you, gang.